to be great, we are born to survive. We are born with potential to make it in life. We are born to be great, we are born to survive. We are born with potential to make it in life. Punch, twist, KKT, beauty and wetting, them love big backs. We always go up, we never go down. When they say we not fine, we always boss up cause we are beauty. Either be modest, who always show on the Vogue magazine. Always looking forward, we never look back. Mama prayer, girl us movie, iron.
Guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is the Baby Beauty and the Baby World. We are the Posh Twins. So guys, as you can already guess by the title, we're gonna be doing a story time. So guys, before we get into today's video, make sure you give it a very big thumb up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and turn on your post notifications so you can get notified when we upload a new video. So let's get right into today's video. So guys, please ignore my hair. I know my hair is kind of a little bigger than Beauty's own because I just lose my hair, so I've not placed it back, and Beauty has already placed her own back. So just ignore it if you see that my hair is a little bit bigger than Beauty's own. Should I go? So actually, guys, I know there's always this kind of perception about twins getting gang up on someone, and actually that's why we'll be doing a story time, which is very interesting because that was our first and will I say last. Yeah, I can't. Let me not put it last. It should be our last because we are not the kind of person that love getting into physical fights. Exactly. Like because we are kind of person like we always think of the repercussion. Like sometimes if you think you're going to like beat someone up, or if you think you're going to injure that person and the person injured you, or beat you up, and sometimes when it comes to physical fights, it's always like 50% chances of you getting very seriously injured, which my sister and I don't like right from the beginning. So I don't think we will ever get into physical fight with anyone. But this thing happened right away when we were like in primary school. Yeah, I think we're still around like maybe grade I don't know, 5 or 4. So yeah. I think we're like very little. I think we shouldn't be up more than 8 or 9 years old. Yeah, 8 or 9 years old. Actually, are we even up to 8? Are we even up to 8? I think like 7, 8. Yeah, we should be 7 or 8 years old. And I think people have like what Beauty said that like people have it like whenever you offend one of the twins, the second one try to join in and beat you up. Like both of them try to beat you up. But me and my sister, since we are little, we're not the kind of person to like gang up on someone. Even when we are fighting with my sister, not like fight, like abuse or exchange. When you have like disagreements, like, I don't come in and not like we don't come in, but not like he's not that quick. Like we try to want to settle it with the two parties. But unless the other party was like because we are twin and the other party is thinking maybe I'm trying to support my twins, or the other party is trying to trying to act like, oh no, you guys are twins, so you don't have a say in it, then the other one can come in. So like, but we're just as way we are. Like we don't really quickly gang up on someone and start beating someone up. No, we don't do that. So what happened was that when we were still in our grade 5 or 4, I can't really remember. So we're going home, me, Kenny, with our 2 cousins. We're actually going home because we actually attended the same school with our cousins actually. Yeah. So no, continue. Yeah, so we're actually going home that day. So I think it was on a Friday. Yeah, if I could remember, but it was around afternoon because we closed around 1 p.m. or 12 p.m. So when we were going, there was a path we used to pass home every day. So I was even the first person and that part is enough for like 2 or 3 people to come. How can I like the part is big enough for there's always a part when you pass. There's this kind of way they built houses in those days. Like there's a part where you have to pass, and that part at least 3 or 2 people can pass out at the time. But if you are like a little bit fat or big, so I think 2 people can pass at the same time. So we were going home after school closing hours. Me, Taiwo, our 2 cousins, and I were in the same classes. So, and we have a younger cousin which is like in very, and we are actually other than the cousin that we are all in the same classes. Yeah. So she's a girl, while the last one is a boy. Yeah. So that one is like in the very kindergarten. Yeah, she's in but so as we are going, actually I think you're the first person to I was first person to go out of the path. Beauty and our cousin, they are coming behind me. So when I was going out, there was a boy. Should I call him? Yeah, he's still a boy because also he shouldn't be around more than 8 or 10 years old. Yeah, I think he's a little bit taller than us because we are not that tall. And we have a very small petite stature, right? Yeah, so it was like a little bit taller than us. So I was going on one lane and there's a lot of space that I can pass by. So he came to my front and was like, I should let him pass. And I was like, there's still a lot of there's still a lot of space that you can pass. Why is it that it's the same place I'm passing by that it was just like I have to move out of the way for him to pass. And I was like, no, that's unfair. Like there's still a lot of space for you. People are passing by beside me. Why can't you walk? Why is it that it's the same place I want to pass by? So Beauty came out. So you have to say.
So actually, after we were like so surprised because that guy who was putting on another uniform, like it was like another different student entirely. Not like as if we've known him before from anywhere. We've never known him from anywhere before. So we are so surprised when he was kind of like tackling us and be like, so like let's say there's a space here that we were passing, there's a lane here we are passing, and there's another lane here that you can pass, or if you are going or if you are coming back. So he was now saying this lane that we are is actually where he wanted to pass, and we are like, there's another lane for you to pass. Why do you have to pass where we are staying? Like we met us first here, not like as if we were coming and we actually, I don't know how to say it, actually like dodgy or something.
Exactly. So we're having the back and forth of like, no, I'm not gonna leave this place, you're gonna leave this place with the guy. So immediately he just pushed me, like very sudden, on my chest, like he pushed me with his two hand. He's a boy actually. So he pushed me. I was so angry, and I was even trying to tell him like, that you're looking for a fight, and it's no good. So stop it. Before I won't say anything, I just had a slap on my cheek. Like it was so sudden. So me and him started fighting. So I think Beauty tried to that maybe his hand is like, as a, I don't know what happened. I just saw that the next I saw Beauty too. Me and Beauty beating up the boy.
I was so shocked when the guy like slapped Walt at that moment. When you are in a trance or something, not like you don't know the next line of action to do, but you are in a shock. So the only thing I just started seeing, because it happens like in a very twinkle of an eye, and I see that they were already fighting. I know that Walt can overpower him, but at the same time he's a guy. Like there's this strength,
and he's kind of taller than us.
Yeah, so and there's this strength that God has given to a guy, like, because we should actually be like in the same age range, or we should be like a year older than us. So I had to just drop, and I was carrying our both bags because what has dropped our bag at that moment, so I just had to put both our bags down.
And mind you guys, before the fight actually started, it was actually pushing my chest, like not once, not twice, like
yes, like he has been pushing her before. So there's not how, if you have been pushed to the wall, you are going to retaliate. So what has to retaliate by pushing him back, and he staggered a little back. So as he just came back like this, he just slapped Welt. We were so shocked. Like I was so shocked.
I was not like this. This is the way I was. What you don't expect. It was like sudden, like I saw.
So the next thing, Welt just slapped him back, and they were both engaged in a fight. So I was shocked at that moment, because when something you never expected to happen at them, and especially if you're the kind of person that you don't like physical fights, it's going to be. So I was like literally shaking. But when I saw that it was not like it was overpowering weight, but they were like going down, and so it was like what was like under him like this as they were fighting. I was like, oh, okay. So his back was on top. I was like, no, I need to save my twin sister. So the next thing I did was, I knew that Wet was under him, but he couldn't see. So I just had to, then we call this like an elbow. We said jab elbow. So I had to use this thing. I dropped my bag for our younger cousin, and I just started jumping him, and from there it started becoming 2-in-1 fighting.
Yeah. So immediately, because I don't know that Peter has already been joining the fight, because underneath I was punching him, and I was trying to cover my face, so he's not gonna like give me any injury on my face. So that was the reason why I was underneath him, punching him, biting him, excusing me. So immediately I feel like when Beauty was jacking him, he felt the pain.
Yeah.
So he raised his head.
So immediately raised that up, we were able to like, I think we were able to like overpower him, and he fell down on the floor, and we were like beating him, both of us were. So a lot of crowds that were passing were like, oh my god, twins are beating and ganging up on someone and beating him. And so good there was a witness that there, because the part was around was between a house. Yeah. So there was one woman, she said she has already been seeing the way the guy was having the interaction with us from the beginning. So she was not the one that came to like separate us when she was even telling me that you see that they are twins, and you like, I was so, before they even came to separate us, he was already crying.
Yes, yeah.
I was so satisfied. Like we actually beat him up. Like we beat him up to an extent that he was on the floor, like he was rolling on the floor, and his uniform were dirty and he was crying. So that was when the woman came to like separate us, and the woman was like faulting him that you are at fault, and especially you are now fighting with twins, and do you think you'll be able to overpower them? I was like so happy because my sister and I, we had no injuries at all.
We don't have any injuries, even our uniform was still intact. So the moment woman separated us, you know, there was a lot of crowd. So people were like, oh my god, twins, look at him, they beat him up, he's a guy too. So that didn't actually get into his head. So he was like, no, he's not going to accept defeat. That
you know, it looks like someone that would never want to accept defeat. He
so,
never wanted to.
He never wanted to accept defeat. So immediately the woman told us, like, I think the woman told me and Beauty that we start going home, that we shouldn't mind him, that he's looking for someone that is going to,
like, the moment he's telling us that he's already a loser, so we shouldn't mind him, that at least he already got what he wanted, so we should leave him alone, that we already beat him to stupid, that we don't need to like beat him up again and this, like, so we have to carry our bag and go.
Mind you, those time the woman was holding him down because he was still like
it was like his ego was bruised.
Yeah. So it was still I don't know, it was still struggling with the woman, like, no, the woman should leave him alone, like he's coming to meet us, like to come and beat us up. But the woman just hold him down and said we should be going, that we shouldn't mind him.
So after this was the funniest part. So just because of that, you know, when you've never been in something before, you, even though when you overpower that person, you will be so like shocked, surprised, like, also we could do this, like, you know, like it was like as if God knew that we were not at fault. So
exactly.
he made us victory over him. So when the man told us to go and the one was holding him down, that we should leave him alone, so we had to pick up our bags and we had to start going home. So I mean, of course, we are watching this right now. I'm so sorry, Dad. And so while we are going home, I think, well, you're the one that said something.
No, actually, our little cousin, I don't know what's wrong with her that day. So we're telling her that she should walk fast because she was with us. Yeah, she was with us when the fight was going on because they are with our bags. So we're like, let's run faster. We don't want the boy to meet us on the way, because from what we are looking when we are going home, was the boy was still struggling with the woman that is coming to meet us. So our younger cousin wasn't.
It was not budging, like, so she was actually walking very slowly. I think, you know how it is when you're still little, so she was kind of having this kind of funny character. So we just left her, we hold our the youngest cousin, and we started running home, like we didn't want him to meet us on the way. So we got home actually, and we saw our cousin run. We saw her running and we're like, what happened? So she said the guy met her on her way. Because, you know, we told you that she was walking very slowly at the back, and the guy punched. She said the guy punched her, and she punched him back, I think, twice. He has to start running for her line before he passed all the aggressions on her. So it was kind of like funny, because that's how the story went. We still get that deja vu when we think of that. I know it's been years, like it's been years back, but we still get that deja vu up till now, because I think that was our first and that will be our last of. Like, even when we're still in secondary school, we don't like getting into physical. I prefer to go and just report to someone, you know. But you know, sometimes people push you to the extreme, like to the walls, and you don't have this. You don't have the I don't know how to, like, you just have to turn back to them. But since then, we've never like gotten into physical fight or gang up on someone or beat someone up, unless maybe we just have a disagreement with someone, and my sister and I will like. And it has even happened that even if Beauty have a disagreement with someone, I don't quickly like jump into it, like started abusing the person with Beauty. I try to like solve both parties. But if the person include me, then it's fine. We have to join in. Like, we have to join in, because you're bringing me in it, so I have to join them. Not like I'm gonna be supporting the person, but I'm just like, it's okay, Beauty is okay, don't mind that, you two is okay, just like that. But if the person like you two, when I just think when everybody sees twins, they just feel like, no, I don't want you to come. You don't have to say it, because you're going to support your twin sister regardless. So I think that's the kind of thing that they have in them, and that's why they always like shun one of us up, and they don't know how that thing angers us when we are trying to like, you know, solve the issue, and they're trying to like bring both of us in. And I think that's where we come in together and we like abuse the person. Not like abuse, it's more of like we trying to tell the other person to just ignore the person. Like, I'll be like, well, ignore her. But if she's coming for us, like, you know, we know how to abuse well, so we don't get into physical fights. Yeah, so I think that was one time we went to physical fights at the twins.
I'm to be our last. I don't like. I don't look
We're
for
not
trouble.
brought that way. So
Yeah, we don't
trouble.
like to. I don't look for trouble. If I look for trouble, I carry my slippers and I run off. I
Yeah.
speed off.
Yeah, I don't like it. Like it's very, very dangerous. So please do not get into a gas fight with anyone because you might think it's sometimes it leads to death.
Yeah,
at times.
exactly.
Because you know when you're fighting with someone, you might not have the intention of injuring that person, but the person might have an intention of hurting you back in a way, because some people when you beat them up it bruises their ego, and before you know it, they start picking up weapons
Exactly.
to
Fight back towards you.
So that's the kind of thing that we don't like and we never love. So that's why we are never being physical fights.
So we hope you guys enjoyed our story time. If you do,
we hope you guys do. So tell us down in the comment section if you have any if you have ever gotten into physical fights. Siblings actually do it. It's not twins alone. Like you and your sister can get in physical fight.
Have you ever jumped someone before? Like
yeah.
Let us know
Down in the comment section. So give a very big thumb up,
subscribe to our channel,
and then turn on the post notifications so you can get notified when we upload a new video. We love you guys.
Adios.
Adios.